Namaste and welcome to your yoga practice. Thank you for joining me. My name is James. We're going to start out today's practice on our back. So find your way onto your back, resting into your mat. We're going to find our heels together, knees out wide, one hand to heart, one hand to belly, in our Supta Baddha Konasana. Just arriving here on the mat, really appreciating the earth pressing into our back and our low back, supporting us in our practice. Start to bring awareness to your breath. Deep inhales through the nose, and even slower, controlled exhales. I invite you to bring your Ujjayi breath to practice. Ujjayi breath is going to be that ocean-like sound at the back of the throat. A little bit like Darth Vader. This is going to help to heat the body from the inside, keeping us warm throughout our practice. Just take a few more breaths to forget about your day, your week, any troubles you are having. Just let them fade away and be in the present moment. On your next breath, let's bring our knees into our chest for a big squeeze. And then grab onto the outside edge of both feet. Come into your happy baby. So, happy baby pose. Essentially, we can stay in stillness in our happy baby, bringing our knees towards our ribs, sinking our tailbone to the earth. We can invite some movement, extending one leg, then the other to work into the back of the knees. We can stretch both legs out, kind of open up our hip flexors a bit, maybe a little rock. On the next breath, let's bring our knees back to our chest and start to rock and roll from the base of your spine to the crown of your head. Just inviting in some movement here, some massage into the low back, a little bit of playtime. And on your next rock, we're going to roll over our ankles and step our way into our down dog. All right, so our down dog, we have all 10 fingers planted. We can start to paddle out our dog, lifting one heel, then the next. Kind of just walking your dog here. Maybe a little motion in your shoulders. Maybe shake the head yes. And then shake the head no. And then shake the head yes again. Just reminding you to press into all 10 fingers. Relax the head. There shouldn't really be any tension in the neck. Just focus on your breath. In your next breath, let's bring our heels up high. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, heels down. Breathe it out. One more time. Heels in on an inhale. And exhale, heels lower. Let's lift the heels and tiptoe to the top of our mats, finding our ragdoll. So for ragdoll, we're going to grab on opposite elbows. We can stay and just rest our belly to our thighs. Head hangs high. We could find a little movement here in our ragdoll. But there really should be nice compression, belly to thigh, And the head should hang heavy. You can start to straighten out the legs a little bit more, but try to keep that thigh to belly connection. The next exhale, let's drop the hands to the ground. Inhale to a half lift, long spine. Exhale to forward fold. Let's do 2 more just like that, nice and slow. Half lift, inhale, and exhale, forward fold. Last one, inhale to a half lift, and exhale to forward fold. Let's root to rise, so one vertebrae after the next. Slowly rounding up, arms overhead, big stretch. And then bring your hands to heart center. Here's an amazing time to set an intention for your practice. It doesn't have to be anything complicated. Mine's typically something along the lines of, make sure I don't forget to breathe. Listen to my body. Show gratitude for my practice. Whatever that mantra or intention is, seal it in between your eyebrows. And we're going to go into our first sun night. Arms above the head, reach, rise, maybe a little back bend here, hips forward. Make sure we're engaging the core. And then exhale, swan dive. So wide arms, hinging over the hips, slow lower down. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Let's step back to our down dog. We're going to ripple on forward slowly to our plank. And then in our plank, we're going to hold this for about 5 seconds. And then we're on our exhale, we're going to slowly lower. So elbows into the chest, slowly lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way down. Untuck the toes. We'll find our first baby cobra. So baby cobra, we're going to lift the arms, lift the chin, lift the chest, and hold. This is really working into that low back. And exhale to fold. Chin down, head down. Let's do one more baby cobra. So inhale to lift, chest up, arms up. Really feel it in that low back. Maybe look up, a little bit more lift, and exhale, slow lower. Let's come into our first cobra of the practice. So hands under the shoulders. We'll take this halfway. So here we go. Inhale. Cobra, lift the chest up. Shine the heart forward. And exhale, let's slow lower. We're going to tuck the toes and push back up to our plank. And then back into our down dog. Good work. Here we go. Inhale high on the toes. Exhale to lower them. Inhale high on the toes. Exhale, lower them. This time we're going to practice our little hops. So inhale high on the toes. We're going to look forward, bend the knees, and then we're going to pretend like we're a little frog and try to get some air time here. Oh, shoot. My mat moved. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach, rise, back bend. And exhale, swan dive down. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, plant the palms, hop or step back to your vinyasa. Chaturanga, slow lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, one more sun A just like that. Inhale, high on the toes. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high on the toes. Hop, step, or walk. There we go. Half lift, inhale. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, reach, rise, back bend. Exhale, hands heart center. I'm going to adjust this darn thing just once, hopefully. All right, inhale, reach, rise, little back bend. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Hop, step, or walk. Back in the mat, Vinyasa. Inhale, up dog cobra. Exhale, down dog. All right, so I did lie to you. So I want to do one little option to come on down to your forearms. Forearm balance here. Or you can kick it on up into your dolphin. Pressing into all 10 fingers and your forearms here. Engaging the core. And the exhale brings us back down to our down dog. Inhale together and exhale side out. Let's inhale together and exhale side out. Let's inhale high on the toes, hop to the top of the mat. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to fold. Let's rise on up into our chair. So Utkatasana, chair pose. Our arms are up. We're sitting down like we're sitting in a chair. So hips down low. Knees can be together or shoulder width apart. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, plant the palms, hop, step, or walk. Back to the mat. To your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog cobra. Exhale, down dog. Taking this next one, left leg high. Three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open your hip. Left knee to your nose. Core plank. Back up. Left knee to your nose. Core plank. Back up. Left knee to your nose, hold. And step it through to your warrior one. Back foot's at 45, arms high. Left knee is bent, right leg is straight, arms above head. Hips should be forward. And then we open out our arms, one straight line, looking over our left middle finger. Our right foot is going to externally rotate to open the hips towards the right side of the mat. Breathe. And we're going to flip this left palm, reverse our warrior. Deep bend in the left knee, left arm overhead. Right arm could be around your back or on your thigh. And then a windmill, the arms open. Frame the left foot. Fly it high. And vinyasa. Up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg high, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Right knee to the nose, core plank. Back up. Right knee to the nose, round it in, core plank. And back up. Here we go, right knee to the nose, hold it. And step it through. Warrior one on the right, right knee's bent, arms overhead. Our hips are squared to the front of the mat. Left leg straight. Left foot is at a 45 degree. We're breathing and sinking. Then we're going to open it up. Arms in one line to our warrior two. Left foot comes out. Deep bend in the right knee. Shoulders roll away from the ears. Looking over our right middle finger. Inhale is going to lift, reach the right palm, flip it, reverse that warrior. Left arm can be bound behind the back or on the left thigh. Deep bend in the right knee. And then our exhale, windmills the arms open, frames the right foot, fly it high. You could take this into a chin stand if you'd like, or take it to a vinyasa. So chin stand. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, so we got our sun A. Then we have to finish our sun B. Inhale, high the toes. We can hop, step, or walk, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to our chair. And exhale, lift up. Maybe a back bend. And exhale, hands to heart center. Sun A, sun B. Here we go to our flow, baby. Our tapas. Our body is warm. We have that nice generated heat throughout our body. Now we can begin to move and breathe. We'll come into another chair pose. So sink the hips low, sit back into your chair, arms up high, look up. This chair, we're gonna bring the hands to the heart center, and we're gonna twist our chair to the right. So left elbow outside of the right knee, palms press into the chest. This is our twisted chair. So you can see my left knee's trying to push forward. So what I want to do is get my hips down a little lower so that my knees are in one line. You can also open your arms up. The next breath is going to windmill our arms open. We're going to come into our warrior two. So arms going to come open, left leg back, right leg forward, warrior two. We've been here before, deep bend in the right knee. We're going to reverse that warrior. And then we're going to take this as a fun little turn into our crescent. So back foot, we're on the ball of our back foot, in firmly into our right foot, deep bend in the right knee, arms overhead for our crescent. And we're going to water wheel, right arm comes back, left arm forward. Breathe, looking back. We're going to reverse our water wheel, right arm, right hand to the left thigh, left arm overhead, deep bend in that right knee. Now we're going to take this into our revolved half moon. So left hand is going to come down in front of the right foot. Right arm's going to come high. Revolved half moon. We can also grab on to our left foot with our right hand and do a dancer variation. Oh, see, it's okay to fall. Just get back into your pose. Maybe try again. Drishti is your focal point. Use it. Want to find one spot in front of you that's not moving. Release that back foot. Left hand down, right arm up. Now we'll take this into our one-legged Tadasana. Left leg up, arms up. Dancer, left hand inside of the left heel, kick, right arm forward. Back in our one-legged Tadasana for a moment. I want to fly it back. Warrior 3. Arms in front, left leg back, foot flexed. Take it to our half moon on the right arm down, left leg up. We can also fly this right arm to our heart. Back into the half moon. Windmill the arms down. Frame the left foot for our right foot for our standing needle. Left leg high. Folding over the right knee. Drop that left foot for our pyramid pose. For pyramid, you can reassess, half lift, and fold over that right leg. Deep hamstring stretch on that right side. Our next breath, we're going to drop the left knee, come into our Vinyasa. Arms up high, deep bend in that right knee, hips forward, maybe a slight back bend. I like to push the limits. Let's come back up. Back into our Vinyasa for a moment. We're going to drop this left hand down, straighten the left leg, right arm high for our revolved runner's lunge. Now we're going to fly this right leg back. Ooh, maybe not fly. Step it back for our Vashisthasana, side plank. Right leg high, right arm can be up, right leg can be down. Make it your own. Side plank. We can drop this back, this right foot down, come into a wild thing. Left leg straight. Come back into our side plank for a moment. This is traditional side plank. Hips high. Come back to your regular plank. We're in a slow lower 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way to your bellies. Okay, now we're going to take we're going to start with a Superman. So arms out wide. We're going to lift the chest and arms up high. Lift the legs. Come into your Superman. Really working in those glutes, low back. And exhale, slow lower. Next, going to bound locust. So one of my least favorites, just because it's very uncomfortable, but we're going to interlace the grips behind the low back. We each have our poses that we love. This just isn't one that I am obsessed with. All right, so hands are interlaced behind the back. We're going to inhale to lift us up. Try to bring the palms away from the back. Lift the legs. Breathe. Maybe lift a little higher. And exhale, slow lower. Let's wag the knees right to left. Next one, we're going to do a little variation. So arms are going to be goal posted. We're going to lift the knees, and then we're going to lift the upper body and then the lower body with the knees bent. So kind of like we're hang gliding. Knees up, arms up, chest up. And one more lift. And exhale, slow lower. Let's push it back into our child's pose for a moment. Maybe knees together, Arms out by the side. A few breaths here. The actual definition of mindfulness is living in the moment, right here, right now. That's as simple as it comes. The past already happened. You have no control over the future. Well, control is relative, but my point is, what is happening right here, right now, is all you need to worry about. Stretch the arms forward. Come into a swan. So for swan, we glide forward. Come into a cobra-like, but feet are together, knees bent. Trying to get your feet towards your head. And exhale, back down dog. Good work. Okay. We gotta take the left leg high. Take the left knee, left elbow. Fly it up. Left knee to the nose. Fly it up. Left knee, right elbow. Hold it there. And go into your fallen triangle. So kick the left foot forward. Hips high. Right arm comes overhead. And we'll swivel back around. And we'll come into our pigeon. So left knee, 45 degrees, or left shin can be more parallel to the front of the mat. Right leg's back. Arms could be up, arms could be down. We're just sinking into the hips here. Chest is lifted. This is our active pigeon. So really working into those hips, adductors. You'll notice as you breathe, you sink a little deeper, which is what you want. Good work. All right, let's bring the hands forward. Tuck the right foot. Fly the left leg high. Maybe move it around a little bit. One way, the other. Come on forward to our plank if you'd like to take a vinyasa, or you can skip it. Slow lower. Inhale up dog, cobra. Exhale down dog. Alrighty, we gotta do that whole sequence on the other side. We got this. Let's go. All right, so we're gonna inhale high on the toes. Exhale, lower them. Inhale high on the toes. Exhale, lower them. Inhale high on the toes. Let's do our little hop to the front. So like a little froggy. We're gonna bend the knees, hips back, and push forward. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to our chair. In chair, I like my toes together, heels about an inch apart, and arms up high. But you can also have feet parallel, hips width, if you like. Sit down deep. We're going to twist to the other side. So hands into the chest. And we twist to the left. So making sure our right knee doesn't come forward. We're twisting this right elbow outside this left knee. Hands in heart center. Breathe. I'm watching my knees, making sure they're parallel and even. You can open our arms up if we'd like. We're We're going to windmill our arms open and come into that warrior two. So right foot steps back, left leg forward, wide stance, hands in one line, arms in one line, looking over our left middle finger. We can look back, making sure they're both in one line. Sink down deep into the left hip. Inhale, we're going to reach, flip the palm, reverse our warrior. Deep bend that left knee, straight right leg. Now we windmill it open into our crescent. Remember, on the ball of the back foot, rooted into our left foot, deep bend the left knee. Our right leg is straight, arms overhead. And then we send our left arm back, right arm forward, look to the left for our water wheel. Left hand comes to the left thigh, right thigh, right arm overhead. Reverse our water wheel. Look up. Then we come to that revolved half moon. Right arm comes down. Left arm up. Fly that right leg high. This is that one thing where I said we can grab our right foot with our left hand, kick into it, come into our dancer variation. Using our drishti, our focal point, we're looking forward at something immobile for balance. Release that left foot. Right arm comes down, back into our revolved half moon. Then we come on up into our one-legged Tadasana. Woo! Right leg high, arms up. Coming to our dancer. So right hand inside the right ankle, left arm forward, kick, and fold over. Once again, drishti comes in. I'm looking at a point forward, kicking this right hand. Bring it back up. One-legged Tadasana. Then we fly this right leg back for our warrior three. So arms overhead. Right leg is flexed. Right foot is flexed. And we drop the left hand down, right arm high for our half moon. From half moon, we're going to frame this foot with both hands for our standing needle, left foot. We're going to fly the right leg high as we can, folding over this left leg. And then we're going to drop this right leg down, come into our pyramid pose. So pyramid is both feet in one line, legs are straight, and we're folding over the front leg. So our left leg, we're folding over it. Deep left hamstring stretch. Always remember to breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. All right, next breath, we're going to drop this right knee. The left knee is going to stay bent. Arms are going to come high. Anjani Asana. So for this, biceps are by the ears. I have the back foot tucked for more support, so I get a deeper back bend. Hips are going forward, chest is up high. I'm looking back. And the inhale is going to bring me up. Okay. Anjani. Okay. Next, we're going to plant the right palm down. That little brain lapse there. Right palm down, straighten that right leg, left arm high for our evolved runner's lunge. Arm should be in one line here. Nice IT band activation here. We're going to fly this left leg back. So look down towards your right hand. Fly the left leg back. This is side plank, okay? Vashisthasana. Left arm up, hips up high. We can stay here. We can lift this left leg high. We can lift this left arm overhead. We're pressing into our foot, our right foot and our right hand, and our hips are coming high. We take that fun little left foot back, right leg forward for our wild thing. Swivel back into our side plank for a moment. Into our regular plank. We pivot forward. And then we exhale, slow lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. Slow lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. Slow lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. Into our down dog. Okay. Okay, we're going to take that right leg high, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Right knee, right elbow. Back up. Right knee to the nose. Back up. Right knee, left elbow. Hold it for a sec. Fly that right leg long into our fallen triangle. Left arm high, hips high. Pivot it back. Right knee. Let's come to the right wrist. Come into our active pigeon. Okay, so there's a 45-degree bend in this right leg. We are actively sinking our hips down towards the earth. I had fun. I hope you did too. We're not done yet, almost. Amazing work. Okay. Hands come down, tuck the back toes, fly the right leg high. Maybe move that hip around in some circle. Maybe walk your dog. Maybe take a vinyasa if you like. And find a center down dog. Okay, from our down dog, we're going to fly the left leg high, three-legged dog, bend the knee, open the hip. Let's take this left knee to the nose, core plank. Step it forward, find your way into Trikonasana. So legs are straight, our feet look like warrior two. So right foot, heel to arch alignment, left hand down, right arm up. Start triangle pose. For our triangle pose, we'll windmill the arms open, come into our goddess. So toes out, heels in, knees bent. Arms can be goal posted. They could be at heart center. They could be resting just have to go with what your breath feels like. So if your breath is out of control, this is a good spot. If you're really in control of your breath, this is a good spot. Just back and forth. We're going to take this into Skandasana. So to our right leg, deep bend in the right knee, hands to heart center, left foot towards the ceiling, heel into the ground. In your Skandasana, you can open your hands, maybe get a little bind action if you want. You can bind your hands behind your back. A rope is really good here if you're learning. If you're bound, let's come back to heart center. And then we'll rise back up into our goddess for a moment. And then come to our 5-pointed star. So feet should be parallel, arms up, hips forward, look up. And then exhale to forward fold. All right, so our wide-legged forward fold. We have so many options here. We can stay here in our fold. We can grab on to the outside edges of our feet, pulling our head down, letting the head hang heavy, okay? You don't want to have, when you're in practice, you really don't want to have much tension in your neck, because, you know, that just equates to neck issues. So when you're practicing, I want you to think, you know, is my neck moving freely? Is it dangling? Because when you're in these positions, when your head's down, you really don't want to be stressing the neck out, like holding it up. You're just going to get a lot of neck tension that way. So just let the head hang heavy. And maybe shake it yes and no. Just as a reminder. Let's bring the hands back out of the chest. If you've lifted, come on down. Meet us back, hands under shoulders. Inhale, we're gonna half lift. Exhale to fold. We're gonna rotate towards the back of the mat, framing our right foot. Come into our low lunge, fly that right leg high. Come into our down dog, and take a vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Okay, so next we fly the right leg high, three-legged dog, bend the knee, open the hip. Right knee to the nose. Step it through. Warrior. Now we're going into our Trikonasana. So same concept. Our warrior 2 feet. Right arm's down, left arm up, arms in one line. Both legs are straight. Try not to put too much pressure into this right hand. It should just be resting here. Let's windmill the arms open, back into our goddess. So heels in, toes out. A little sway from side to side. Maybe sink it low. Then we come into our Skandasana to our left. So deep bend this left knee, hands into heart center. This right foot is flexed, facing the ceiling. You'll notice that one leg has a little bit more mobility, one ankle, one leg, a little bit more mobility than the other. This is my less mobile side. We can also try to bind here. I'm less mobile, so my hands definitely would need a strap in this position to get the bind. The next breath brings us back into our goddess for a moment. We're going to straighten the legs, toes in, heels out. So feet parallel, arms up, hips forward. Exhale is going to hinge. So when you're folding, you also want to hinge over the hips, not just let the back drop. So think about the hips we are just slowly hinging forward. Our pelvis is tilting forward and emptying to our forward fold. Once again, there's options. Walk the hands underneath the legs. Take it into a headstand if you'd like. Headstand, I usually do a tripod headstand. So essentially I'm making a base with my hands, head down, legs up, and then kick up. So my hands on my head make a little tripod. And then we slowly return back. Hands on our shoulders. Back to center. We'll inhale, half lift. And exhale to fold. Let's pivot to our left foot this time. Framing that left foot. Runner's lunge. Dip the hips, look up. And fly that left leg back. Back into our down dog. Pivot forward. High plank. Slow lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Okay, I had a blast. Now we just have to cool it down. Let's lift the heels and hop, step, or walk to a seat at the top of the mat. Legs forward, arms high, and fold for our Paschimottanasana. So when we're folding over the thighs, think belly to thigh connection. So we can bend the knees. We got belly, see some belly to thigh here. We can interlace our arms under our legs and slowly kick forward, keeping that belly thigh connection. Or you can put your hands, basically grab onto your big toe, big toes, and think about pulling your head towards your feet. We're going to exhale, release, tall spine. Inhale. Let it go. Okay. We're going to bend the knees. Scoop my butt a little forward. Slow lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Stop here. We're going to lift the legs high into our boat. So, boat pose. We're on our sits bones. Our legs are straight. We can have the back, our hands on the back of our knees if we need, or we can just balance here. We're going to slowly lower to our low boat. So our lower back is rooted into the ground. Our legs are still hovering. Our arms are hovering. Back into our high boat. Our low boat. High boat. Low boat. This time let's swim our feet and our hands for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High boat. Grab onto your big toes with your peace fingers. Kick forward. Head back. Maybe open the legs up wide. Balancing on our sits bone. Back together. And into our high boat. Low boat. Heels together like there's no place like home for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High boat. Grab onto your big toes with your peace fingers. Kick. Head back. And then exhale to your low boat. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. Hug knees into chest. Maybe a little sway from side to side. Next, we're going to have our heels down, coming into a bridge or wheel. So the nice thing about yoga is that you can take any pose and kind of make it your own. Now, we could take just a traditional bridge. So hips high, our knees, or we have strong glutes. So our glutes are engaged, our quads are engaged. You can feel the engagement, feel that muscle activity. This is our standard bridge, okay? Or we take this, you can interlace our hands under our back for a little variation here. Getting into the shoulders, giving us more of a lift. We can also come onto our toes for more of a lift. Breathing into that space. And then we can unclench the hands, slow lower, tick-tock the knees. See, so there's a couple variations there just for bridge alone. Next, we can take it to we can do another bridge. So same thing, any bridge variation we'd like, or we take it into our wheel. So for a wheel, hands are going to come under our shoulders, facing our feet. Our knees are bent. We're going to push into our hips and our hands, so, and our feet all at once for a wheel. So here we go. We can come onto our toes. We can lift a leg. And the other. And then exhale. A little lower. I did a lot of back work yesterday, so I'm going to call it quits. All right, so rocking the knees, right to left. Next is our shoulder stand. So, shoulder stand, you can, same thing, there's variations. If you don't feel comfortable with shoulder stand, you could do sleeping tiger. So arms up, legs up. If you feel comfortable in that, maybe you can try shoulder stand, rolling onto your shoulders, legs up. Your hands are supporting your low back. Make sure you're in your shoulders, not your neck, and that you don't move your head. Don't move it. Feel all that blood rushing to your head. We get from our shoulders in and come into our plow. So, reaching our feet back. Arms could stay on the back or interlace. We can come into our backbends pose. Knees into temples or ears. Padasana. And then exhale. Lower. One vertebrae at a time. Let's inhale together. Inside out. Amazing. Let's inhale, knees into the chest. Let's drop the right leg down. Hug that left knee in. Deep squeeze in that left knee. And cross that left knee over the body for our supine twist. Left arm out, looking towards our left. And knees back into the chest. Big squeeze. Right knee in this time. And cross it over. Right arm out. Right knee over. Looking towards our right. Knees back into the chest. This time, biggest squeeze you can. Holding on to opposite elbows. Try to hit your forehead to your knees. Deep breath in. Inside out. Let's deep breath in and hold it for 5. And exhale. Release. Arms down, legs down, spread out to your final resting pose, your Shavasana. Taking one final moment just to be here. Taking a moment to remember that being mindful is living in this moment that we have been given to us, this moment right here, right now. The past has already happened. We have no control over what's already happened. The future is uncertain, but we are living in the here and now. And may your breath be a reminder when you're lost or feeling hopeless or just completely stressed out. Your breath is the one thing that you will always have control over as long as you live. And start to bring some awareness back into the body. Awareness of your breath. Maybe deepening your breath. Maybe some gentle movement of your fingers, your toes, your ankles, your wrists. Maybe your head from right to left. I invite you to bring your arms overhead like waking in the morning. Big stretch. Inhale. And exhale, knees in the chest. Big squeeze. Let's roll on over to our right side. To our final resting pose. Our pose of rebirth, I should say. Taking one final opportunity to find some gratitude for this practice, for our bodies, for allowing us to achieve this practice, and for our breath for guiding us. Let's press on up to a comfortable seated position at the top of the mat. Eyes are closed, hands into heart center, chin slightly bent, ending in gratitude. So grateful to have you here on the mat today. The light and love in me honors, respects, and values the light and love in each and every one of you. And with that, we bring our hands to forehead center and we all bow together and say, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. See you next time on the mat. Have a fantastic day.